don't give a fuck if they don't listen. This is my journey, my campaign, my story. But I promise you this, if they do listen, they gon' feel me.
Perfect.
It's my campaign, let me in. Start of a new era, I do it for my generation. Give a round of applause for the newest entry. Write my name on the ballot, about to make history. On enemies or friendly, some saying they fuck with me. Most watching from the side, in they eyes, they envy me. Don't let that shit get to me. None of y'all niggas know me. Gotta make it out the bucket before the crabs get me. Okay, but like basically, bro, first question. And it's gonna be pretty generic.
Okay.
As far as like nothing Pacific, nothing Pacific. Why do people feel like they don't have enough support in whatever they pursue or whatever they try to do?
They probably feel like that because they don't see the people that like they're always around interacting with them as much. And that kind of like brings them down, like, okay, I don't have a support system, like they're not liking my pictures. They're not sharing my music. Nobody is giving me plays. I average 1 play a month. Like,
yeah, but not to be specific, because like I understand that we're artists, and so when we talk about support as far as like career wise, we're talking about when we are getting our music noticed and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I mean support in general. Like people got all types of stuff going on. People might sell clothes, might do hair. They might do something with entrepreneurial, anything like that. So,
well, lack of support to people, I feel like would just be lack of interaction. That's just how I feel.
Lack of interaction.
Yeah, lack of interaction.
Why do you think people feel like they don't get enough support? I guess in my opinion, I feel like people, if you're in sales, right? If you're selling something, and you want people to buy a product, you might feel like people don't support you when if somebody goes buy, say for instance you sell clothes.
Fact.
Or hoodies or pants or something, and your shit is the same price, has some shit that they go buy in the store or something, but you want your friends and family to buy from you and buy your product, but then they won't buy your product. They might say, oh, that's too much for that, or stuff like that, but then they'll go spend the same amount of money on a white man's business, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
on
the name that's attached to it.
The name that's attached, that's name brand, because we make shit name brand. Like I don't even believe in that name brand shit. Like,
facts.
We make shit popular. We make shit considered name brand. So
facts.
In that aspect, that's why I feel like people can feel like they don't get enough support because they see their friends and family supporting other shit that's similar to what they got going on, and you be like, damn, like, you're not gonna buy from me, or you're not gonna like share my post when I'm marketing my product or service, but you'll go to the next person that you don't have no relationship with, no friendship with, and you'll go spend money with them but not me, and then try to get a discount from me or some shit.
Facts.
You see that a lot, right?
Yeah, I see that a lot. And
why do people do that?
I mean,
especially our people.
I feel like they do that shit, the discount shit, like, oh, that's my homeboy, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he gonna give me a discount. But it's not like that. I gotta eat too. I'm trying to get my business to a different level. It's just like, nah, you gotta pay that full fee. Like, if I'm like selling some shoes, or if I'm selling like some clothes and shit, like, I'm not giving discounts until I'm knowing that I'm good and shit, where my business is gonna go. Like, cause like a lot of people like that do shit like that, that might be their only means of eating shit. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get.
I got a good example for you. Remember we were talking about the jeans, the N-Swift. That's N-Swift, right?
Yeah.
The N-Swift jeans,
and
he's charging $175 for his jeans. We like, oh shit.
That shit too high.
I don't know about $175 for a pair of jeans.
Facts.
But it would be fake of us if we go spend $175 on some Armani jeans or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't even know how much Armani jeans cost, but you know them name brand shit. Like, we go to like a mall and spend $175 on jeans.
Facts.
But then your homeboy right here is selling the jeans for $175, but then you telling him that's too much.
Yeah, and then you go to the mall and it's like, spend that shit. It's just like, that's not support right there. It's just like, you gonna spend it like with the white man.
Or somebody, not even just necessarily the white man, you know what I mean? I know I used that example earlier, but not even necessarily the white man. You can go to a whole nother person that you don't got, like that you're not even connected to, and then go spend with them, but you won't spend
Facts.
with your own people that's right next to us trying to come up and get their shit noticed and stuff like that.
Facts.
That's when I think that's mad fake as far as that
Oh
aspect.
yeah, this is for sure fake.
And if you want to talk about, being creative, not even just a rapper or a musician or just a creative, and then you use social media as your way of marketing, and you want people to know or be aware of your business or your service,
Facts.
and then your friends and family don't like or comment or share your shit, but you see them sharing other rappers. Like if we go on music and shit like that, you could point out a whole bunch of stuff that kind of seem like some fake shit, right?
Oh yeah,
Like
most definitely.
people will support the most popular rapper and stuff like that they like, and post them on their stories.
Yeah,
Like their shit, be in their comments like they know the nigga,
I got a
or
good
know
ass,
or know the female.
I got a good ass story about that shit too.
Nigga be like, bro, I love you, brother, in they comments and stuff like that. But then your shit,
Facts.
they ain't never in your comments.
Man, I'll tell you this. Everybody know about this 4-year relationship that I was in, right? So,
Nah, I don't think everybody know about that, man.
you know what I'm saying?
People
Everybody don't know about that shit.
People
But
don't
check
know
this
who we
out.
are yet.
But check
Not yet.
But check this out. I was in a relationship for like 4 years with this girl and whatnot. I'm just get straight to the
And
point.
this is you talking about emotional support, right?
No, it's not emotional support. It's just like support, like in my dream. Well, you could say that emotions came into it because I felt some type of way, but you know what I'm saying. I had a show. I had a show. I forgot when I had. I think I want to say it was like around July, and everything. And she told me that she had to work, but she was gonna like see what she can do to like call off and everything. And I understand you got work and shit, and you got pay your bills, and I most definitely understand that shit. She could have come. I did the show. She didn't come. So she hit me up like prior, like like the next month, talking about Playboy Cardi was coming into town and shit like that. And I'm seeing how she's trying to like rush. She like, oh, I'm gonna call this day off. We can go on this.
So
can
she
do
was
this.
ready to. She'll
was
do
ready.
anything
Yeah,
she got to
was-
do to get to that Playboy Cardi
Yeah, she was
concert.
ready to see Playboy Cardi.
Playboy Cardi.
And I'm just like, and I'm like, soon as she said, I'm like, you didn't do this for.
She wouldn't take off for you.
Yeah, I'm like, you didn't do this for me. And she was like, it's different. And like when she said that, I'm like, oh, okay.
Wow.
And
And
that's when I
did
just
you ask her how is it different?
No.
Because like a nigga like me, I would need to hear that answer right there. Like, how am I different? We both do the same thing, but I just want you to admit that he's just because he's more popular.
Facts. I already knew what it was, so I ain't.
That you're willing to drop everything, and he don't even know you.
And
He don't even he
facts.
ain't fucking you. He ain't loving on you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You
He
don't
ain't
know
even
who the fuck you
supporting you.
is.
But you can't do that for me, and I'm loving and fucking on you and shit like that.
Facts.
Now I feel you, bro. That's some fucked up shit. I ain't gonna lie to
It
you.
is, but it's just like it's all good, and I didn't ask her why because I already knew what the fuck it was.
Nah, man. Even
So,
if you know what the fuck it is, you gotta ask. Just to hear it come from her mouth, like
Facts.
I need to hear it come.
And
from
I was
her mouth.
already
even though I know what's
I was
up,
already at the end of the rope with that bitch anyway, so it's all good. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good.
Damn, that's
I just put everything on top for me. You know what I'm saying? I became more nonchalant, but we ain't gonna get into the story of the relationship.
I mean, as far as like me starting off as an artist, been doing it like a year and a half, almost 2 years, right?
Yeah.
And at first, it's scary because you like I used to think that I wouldn't even have any support, like just jumping off the porch with the shit. Like, yeah, I made a lot of friends in college and shit like that, but everything seems like a popularity contest.
Oh yeah. Facts.
And if you like wasn't like the most social and most popular person, it's gonna be hard to gain support because then we got to use social media as our outlet and stuff like that,
facts.
and you'll see people that ain't doing shit with doing shit or ain't even attempting to do shit. They just probably, especially females. Females get the most love on Instagram and shit like that, and they don't gotta do shit.
All they gotta do is look cute, have
All you gotta do is look cute
nice
and have
tits.
that, but and ain't got no type of business to them or ain't no type of aspiration other than just trying to look good for Instagram.
Yeah.
But they'll get the most love and stuff like that, and then you post your music.
I noticed something about that though. I see it, but like, I seen girls that literally get on social media and actually like have a business going on, and she'd be fine too, or she can be mid, and they don't attract the same amount of likes of them like being half clothed with their body parts up.
Yeah, and with the support, I now how I look at it nowadays is I don't even care anymore because like you just gotta continue to do what you just gotta continue to do what you gotta do, and then that support will come because we all understand the game now. Like
Oh, facts.
with anything, and it's not just music too, y'all. It's more like with anything aspect in life, like you just gotta continue to grind and get and do what you gotta do, and then they're always noticing you. They're always watching you. They see you post. They see you talk about the shit that you got going on, and eventually when other people that don't know you, the strangers, start catching on and being aware, because it seems like strangers support you or support others faster than the close friends and the family that you wish would have your support. And then we get kind of bitter
Oh
when
yeah,
we
we
start
most
making
definitely get better.
when we start actually getting a support system that from people that we don't know, and then the people that you did know start supporting you, and then they be trying to be all congratulations and stuff like that.
Yeah, facts.
But then you like, where was you in the beginning where I was crying for the support. I was putting my shit out there and I wasn't getting no feedback, and stuff like that. Like where were you? So it's like
Facts.
now it's like you might not even be want to be friends with them because it's like I got people that
Start
don't
moving
know me.
different.
Yeah, you start
Yeah.
moving there. I got people that don't know me, you know what I mean? Supporting me, fucking with me, commenting on my shit,
Facts.
feedback and all that shit. But y'all niggas was just looking at my shit and just be like, oh, that's what he doing. Okay. And why do people think like that?
Um,
You think it's a jealousy thing?
I don't think it's a jealousy thing. I just think it's like, okay, you're not this and that. You're not this big. Like, sometimes people just doubt you and they don't want to admit it. I don't think it's necessarily hate. It's just like some people actually doubt you. They're like, this nigga is trying to rap. This nigga trying to do this. This nigga is trying to
Oh
do
yeah,
this.
man. To be
Yeah,
a
like,
rapper nowadays, boy, it's hard. Cause them
yeah.
niggas, cause for one thing, they think everybody trying to rap, and that's not really that. That's not really true.
It's not.
It's everybody that you know trying to rap.
Yeah.
But at the same time, some people
Facts. I
music
like
is
how you said that. Yeah, that is facts. That's facts.
yeah, cause like like underground local rappers get a ton of shit until they not underground local rapper
Facts.
no more. It is like it is the craziest shit, and I'm pretty sure every artist that made it that's popping right now go through the same shit.
Same fucking shit.
But let's like try to divert from like music and stuff like that because that's kind of personal to us. But what about like support in relationships and shit like that?
I would really.
How do you feel that should look like?
Uh, with supporting relationship, it's just like, and it's really simple. Cause like me, I have a good ass relationship, and I have a good ass
Well,
relationship.
shout out to the people in relationships. You
And
know what I mean? I can't speak right now. I'm single,
shout out
doing
to
my thing. But
girl. She ain't here right now watching me.
oh yeah, shout out to her.
But yeah, basically like for you to have a good relationship, it's just like no one can be more right than the other. It's just like it has to be an eye to eye thing. You know what I'm saying? You can't just place the blame on one person and just like let it be like that. Cause I know like a lot of females tend to have that problem. Like they feel like they'll say some shit and like they gotta get the last word to some shit, and it's just like non-stop argument. You know what I'm saying? For you to like have a good relationship and have like that good emotional support, it's just like you have to be like this. It can't be like this. You know what I'm saying? It has to be eye to eye, like all
Yeah.
times. Y'all both have to have an understanding. Like you have to have the understanding.
I feel like there's a lot of people that's in relationships and they feel like they can't talk to their partner.
You shouldn't.
And
You shouldn't
you know,
be
I
with a
remember,
person.
I know I've been in a relationship that I felt that way.
You
What?
you shouldn't be. See, that's unhealthy right there. You shouldn't be in a relationship with somebody that you feel like you can't talk to. Like, what is the point? There is no point. Like, if you
Cause like your partner is supposed to be like your best friend, right?
facts,
Like somebody you talk to and come to first.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean?
Facts.
Like if you got something going on or something made you feel any type of emotion, you know what I mean? Angry, sad,
Yeah.
or even happy, like your partner, your girl should be the first person you want to go talk to.
Facts.
And hopes that you're like whenever you talk to her, like she will receive it to where it doesn't feel like, oh, I ain't finna come tell you anything no more because like you not understanding me. You know what I
Facts.
mean, type shit.
And you just like with that. Like you gotta understand, like everything that a human says out their mouth is not gonna necessarily be fucking right like that. So like
I hear you.
like that's just good as like support right there. Like knowing when you're wrong, apologizing for it, and understanding. Try to fix it through, and it be equal on both parts. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
I also like to add on to that and say like support as far as like in a relationship, emotional support. You should be able to be the type of person that your partner can come to and, like I said, talk to.
Oh, facts.
Um, Also, like when they're dealing with life shit, anxiety and depression,
Mm-hmm.
you shouldn't be like being the type of person that adds on to their stress. Like you
Facts.
shouldn't be a stressful partner and stuff like that.
Facts. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a situation like that right now. You know what I'm saying? And all I'm saying is, like,
What you
like,
mean? Hold on. Explain. Tell that story.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the person that I'm with, she's going through that. And I'm gonna be there for her. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna be there for her. I'm not gonna
And
make
how,
her
and how would you be there for her?
like I'm gonna tell her like how important she is and shit
You
like
know
that.
she watching right now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I tell her this when like nobody else is looking,
Yeah.
so it ain't no front and shit. Like I'm gonna tell her how important she is. I'm gonna tell her like she's good, she ain't got nothing to worry about and everything like that. I'm just make her feel uplifted.
Don't be out here giving false hope though.
Nah, I ain't
No.
giving false hope because she dope as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like
Don't be saying you're gonna be there for her and that damn well you
Hey,
ain't.
she can call me right. She can call me right now. She know I'm there for her.
I'm
You know what
fucking with you.
saying?
I'm fucking with you.
I know.
What about like okay, financial support, right?
Financial support.
Do you feel that you should still, at your age, in your 20s, that you still should get some type of financial support from your parents?
I mean, I don't know how to feel about that one. Hey, you do. Thank you.
Oh, y'all cute.
Thank you. You making me blush and shit. All right, but let me get my composure back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, with that right there, that shit right there, I just feel half and half on it and shit. Cause like the way I was raised, yes, I was born in the suburbs and shit like that. But like like that shit came to an end really, really quick because of like how I used to act when I was younger and shit. But like with that, like the way I grew up, like I grew up working all the time and shit. So like
I mean,
I don't
okay,
be
so
I don't feel
you saying you're like middle class income?
yeah, like middle. Nah, it went from middle class to like fucking poor. You know what I'm saying? Where I had to buy my like me. I grew up buying my own school clothes.
You have to buy your own school clothes?
Yeah, I bought my own school clothes.
Like
when
in high school and
yeah,
shit?
high school, like 16.
Damn.
Bought my own clothes, bought my own shoes. I used to go out there in the hot ass sun, cutting grass.
So where did you get your money from? If your parents didn't give it to you?
Cutting grass. Soon as I turned 16, I got me a job at Sonic. And then like it's crazy too. Like my school was a free dress school, so like I had no choice because I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to go to my school looking bummy. You feel me? Like so, like I got me a job. I stacked up my bread. I worked at Family Dollar, left Family Dollar, and went to Sonic. So you know what I'm saying. So like, but like with that support, with that financial support from the parents,
Were
like,
you forced to work in high school?
I wasn't forced. I wasn't forced to work at high school at all, but it's just like like my dad didn't feed me. He felt like he wasn't obligated to do shit like that.
Your dad didn't feed you.
yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, he didn't feed me. He didn't buy me school clothes. He didn't buy me like toiletries and shit like that. Like soap and deodorant. And
God bless my mama because we was poor as fuck growing up, but then she did her best as far as like buying like school clothes and stuff like that. And stuff that we needed, but I never had any fly shit in high school because we was just too broke. Like,
facts. And I was
my
even
mama
asking for the fly shit. You feel me?
My mama look at if I ask for some Jordans, my mama look at it as like, you want me to pay $120 for some? I be like, never mind. I gotta wait till a special like birthday or Christmas to get some fly shit.
Facts.
Or income tax, and I didn't know about income tax till I was in.
Oh yeah, I did not know about that
My
shit.
mama hit that shit for me till I was like a junior in high school, and not a lot, maybe like a freshman or sophomore, because people at school used to talk about income tax, and they used to come back with like, cause we had I know in middle school we had uniforms and shit, but
Facts.
in high school they used to come back with the nice clothes and shit like that, and then people be like, yeah, my mom got it from the income tax and shit like that. It'd be a certain time, like right before February hit. And they all come back with like a nice ass shit right after Martin Luther King holiday. I remember like everybody was fly and shit like that.
Where my
New
shit
shoes
at,
and shit like that. And I'm like, what the fuck going on? I thought y'all wore y'all Christmas shit already.
No, it's not Christmas.
This ain't Christmas income tax. What is that?
Oh,
your mama should be getting some money around the end of January. What? Went to go ask my mama. Mama started trying to lie about it. First thing I asked for was an Xbox. I asked for a game system. My mom was heated, like $300.
She's like, $300? You better go watch that.
She's like, I ain't getting nothing for your birthday, so you ain't getting nothing till Christmas if I buy you this Xbox.
See, I mean, that's dope, though. Christmas, she made it happen on Christmas. That's all that matter, man.
Yeah, but like financial support, now, I wish I had somebody that can give me money to help me, you know what I mean, with my career goals and stuff like that, because it's hard out here trying to pay bills,
facts,
work, and then pursue your passion. Like, shit is tough.
That shit is tough.
And if you come from a poor background, you know that your mom or your parent, both your parents probably can't even afford to even just give you money. That's why they kick your ass out the house at 18 till you get a job.
Facts.
And then they probably need help. They probably like, hey, can you send me like a couple $100? You know what I mean? Cause so I can pay for some shit. You be like, damn, like. I'm just 18, 19.
Exactly. I'm just getting started. I'm fresh out of high
like,
school.
Can I keep my money before I have to like help somebody else? I can't even help myself out. Like, and then like I was saying earlier, like a lot of white people are more like they have family members that'll help them. They can go to their parents at any age. They can be like 29 years old. 30 years old and be like, hey, mom, and I don't know about 40, but I know at least like 35 they can stay in their parents' shit before they get like kicked out and shit. But then a lot of their parents be having these trust funds and be having money and savings put away for their kids to buy a house, like to buy a house. Like a lot of white people be having like money from their grandparents and their parents to get their house, and they wouldn't even have to put their deposit on it. But people like us, we gotta make sure our credit right.
Facts.
Make sure we have a budget for it and stuff like that, and we still gotta finance that shit.
Facts.
So like we definitely don't get like the equality as far as like financial support within if we're comparing both communities.
We really don't. We really don't.
Like we gotta like get it on our own and figure it out for ourselves right when we leave the house, and then we gotta leave the house young. Like most of us can't go back. I can't go back to my mom's shit and stack like all my money for like a year without having to pay bills around her.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean.
My mom told me shit. You can move in, but you gonna always have to pay bills.
You know what I mean. But like some white people don't gotta do that. Like they be like, all right, you can come back. Make sure you get on your feet. You don't have to pay no rent and stuff like that. Stack your money so you can be able to afford your bills whenever the time is right. So, I noticed that as far as like the financial support is hard for us in our community because for one, we grew up in poverty. A lot of us did, and you say you grew up in the middle class and then became poor or whatever for whatever reason that happened, and then you start having to work at 16. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My mom was begging me to get a job at like 16, but I used to be a hardhead and be like, nah, I'm playing sports, I'm going to be working out and stuff like that. I just didn't want to go work. Like, I didn't want to spend my summers working and shit like that.
Facts.
But, I kind of regret it. I kind of wish I did, you know what I mean?
But I had to, bro.
But I really thought I was going to be a motherfucking football star.
Especially in the summertime, bro. Like, just imagine, like, not having no money. You hungry every summer, there's no lunch.
Man, lights coming off and shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
You know how many times I used to walk home from school and see fucking eviction letters on the door because my dad broke ass couldn't pay that shit. Like shit sad.
Hey man, you can't don't be talking too down on your dad like that.
Nah, that nigga talk down on my ass. Trust me, he probably talking down on me right now. But you know, two wrongs don't make it right. So you right. I ain't gonna
Um,
talk down on him.
I already feel like as black men, when we get caught broke, it already like crushes our spirit and shit like that, crushes our ambition because like
Facts.
we already looked at as like men that's supposed to provide, and in a lot of most situations, we supposed to pay out most of the bills and handle most of the
Facts.
responsibilities as far as like anything that come with the finances. So, you know what? I don't like to try to call other people broke unless they got a broke mindset. You know what I mean?
Facts. Like, you know, I had a broke mindset before too, and I ain't afraid to say
We
it.
all grew up with a
Yeah.
broke mindset. Who teaches us? And if
Nobody
our
chooses that
parents
shit.
grew up poor, and then by the time we get adults and they're still poor, they never learned about money, so they got a broke mindset.
Facts.
And then we don't know about money because as soon as we get it, we spend it on
Facts.
shit that we don't need to spend it on.
Facts. You just
And
get you what you need throughout the whole week and put that put the rest of that shit to the
I
side.
know, I know. For speaking for me, I was never told how to save money, or I was never told how to
Budget.
budget or anything like that because my mom probably didn't really know how to. You know what
Facts.
I mean? And you can just see it, and you can just you know what I mean. You can just see it. You can just tell. But
That's why I fuck with my
so
girl.
why I
She
can't?
talk.
I don't feel comfortable asking my mom for money when I'm down and down and out bad because I feel like she can't financially support me anymore.
Facts.
Like now I'm an adult. I have my own bills. You know what I mean, like that. So it sucks because I wish like I can have some leeway sometimes. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like when you get done paying, if you are a person that's on your shit and you handle your bills, but after you pay all your bills, you barely have any money left for you. That
Facts.
shit, that's a sucky feeling.
No,
You
that's
know
a
what I
fucked
mean?
up. You like, damn,
Like
you just
yeah,
going to
like
work just to pay
you
this
go to
shit.
work just to come home and pay your bills and then just be depressed about it because now you're like, I want to go do some shit, but I only maybe got like $100, $200 to spend to my next paycheck, and then I gotta eat.
Exactly.
Gotta keep gas in my car. I gotta do this and do that,
Shit
and
sucks.
and then I want to do this and I want to do that, but I can't afford to do this and do that.
Exactly. And then, like, you gotta suffer from wearing the same shit over and over because you ain't got money to shop like that. So it's just like,
Yeah. As I get older, I don't care too much about like the type of clothes I'm able to afford. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
like
yeah.
a nigga can make a Walmart fit look cold if you know how to put it
Oh,
on
yeah,
right and
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
You
yeah.
can spend cheap on clothes and still be fashionable. So
True.
all that materialistic shit, that shit cool. Like I definitely will buy it if I can afford it.
Yeah, when I could
I'll
afford
buy
it,
I'll
I'm
buy
like,
that shit.
cool.
Don't get me wrong, but Dream Vision Entertainment, we
Yeah,
building our
y'all
own
get that
bread.
shit, man. Y'all, man, that
We
shit
we building
fire.
our own bread. We making our own clothes and shit
Yeah,
like that. So
yeah, them clothes. Yeah, when that shit drop, y'all get y'all some. That shit fire. Especially them hoodies. Them hoes fire, bro. I don't know if I'm talking too much, but
no, you good.
all right, yeah, them
But
hoes fire.
support back to like any other types of support that you
Uh,
can think of that a lot of people feel like they're lacking.
yeah, financial support,
Yeah, emotional.
emotional,
Then you got like the career wise, you know what I mean?
career
And
support.
we kind of touched on it in the beginning as far as like us being artists and what we need has support.
Yeah,
But then you got like say for instance a girl that do hair, you know what I mean?
yeah,
She tell all homegirls and shit like that. And I think I've seen this a couple times on social media where people get upset about other people. And a girl that does hair and she charges maybe let's say $125 for whatever. I don't know the terminology with y'all women as far as like how y'all get your hair done, but I know a little bit. But she might charge $125 or some shit to do your hair or whatnot, and then that's pretty much around the same price that they were getting their hair done by the other person, right? Or
facts.
the hairstylist that they were already getting their hair done by. So you tell your friends and shit like that, hey, I'm doing hair now and stuff like that. You can check my Instagram, my Facebook out, or my Twitter or whatever. I post like the pictures of my hair before and after and stuff like
Yeah,
that. And their friend be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely come. I'm gonna definitely come. Fuck
fuck
with
with
you
it.
and shit like
Yeah,
that. How much? And then you be like, I do hair for $125. wow, can you do, since I'm your homegirl and been knowing me, can you do it for like 90, 95? And you be like, what the fuck? Like, why I gotta discount you when you already get your hair done for $125 anyway?
Exactly. Like, I mean,
And I'm your homegirl, and like you said that I can do it good, right?
yeah.
So why wouldn't you want to spend that money with me? But you can go spend that money with somebody else that you
That's
just saw off Instagram or some shit.
yeah. That's see right there. That's fuck shit right there. It's not support. That like, cause like me like to me like with that situation, I feel like her homegirl is taking away from her eating and taking away from her company and what she's trying to like proceed on what level she want to be on and everything. And I don't mean just because y'all are friends, I don't mean that you get to like do the bare minimum because like what I'm saying, like any of my homeboys and shit like like he has his dreaming vision gear coming and everything. I'm not expecting no discount. I'm gonna pay that fucking full price.
That's some real
You
shit.
know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pay that full price because it's good material. Shit look good and as far as business, you know what I'm saying? Like he like you know what I'm saying?
I'm
You
the
gotta get
same
up
way.
there.
You know what I mean? Like I no longer ask. I never really ask. I never ask for free shit. I always if I can afford it, I'll spend the money. Like
Facts.
you know how like when I first met Yoshi and y'all,
Yeah.
I never asked when especially when Yoshi started living with us. You know what I
Facts.
mean, for a little time. I never asked Yoshi, hey, you can get me in for free. You know,
Facts.
at your show because like, hey, you know what I mean, I allow you to stay with us. Like, nah, I wasn't on that type shit. I was like, hey, how much it costs to get in? All right, I'm gonna come show love and support since you really want me to be there and stuff like that. And
Facts.
I believe in you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You know what
So
I'm saying?
I ain't gonna be like, I ain't gonna go for, I ain't gonna go because I can't pay. I can't pay the
Facts.
10, 15, $20 to or $10, $15 to get in there.
It's like
But
how it is.
you'll go
Yeah.
smoke, go buy a gram for some shit for the same price. But you can't go spend $10 to go and support your homie music at a show.
Exactly. And then my thing too, like he has this thing called Texas Genocide. Like if I can't invest into like, helping them like set up for the party, I'm paying to get into the show. And that's simple. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Because
real.
it's a team thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a team. Like, if you can't like, know what I'm saying? Like, help with like certain shit, at least like, like you helping
Yeah,
paying to get into
man.
the
Like
show.
go buy your homeboys clothing or
Yeah.
homegirl. Go get your hair done by your homegirl that's out there really trying to push their shit.
And pay that full fee. Don't ask for no
And if
discount.
it's definitely if it's a service that you need or you know that you pay for, make sure you know if it's a reasonable price. Why don't you go support it and go check it out and go get that experience and go. You'll feel good about helping people that don't have enough
Facts.
support. Like I know I feel good when I show love to people who aren't that big or who are still trying to get started because I can see it in their like in their energy in their
Yeah,
face that it's
yeah.
appreciative. Like they appreciate you for pulling up on them, coming supporting the show. And even when I was at the coming to go support Yoshi, you know what I mean, at his shows, I would go dance to the other people that
Oh
you know what
yeah,
I
I
mean
see
that
that shit. Yeah, you
you know, yeah, I go
I
dance
understand.
to even though I don't know they shit, even though I don't know that shit.
Yeah,
And if I see like people aren't really like dancing or some shit, I get it. I get it. So it's just like let me
yeah.
go show them some love and shit like that because people will remember that. I know
Facts,
I would.
facts.
And people, yeah, just people remember all types of like little small types of support. Like I will always remember people that gave me feedback, whether positive or negative. Like say for instance, like people, they might not like my music. They probably say, "Hey, you need to like just get better or some shit." And
Yeah,
I will appreciate that because you took the time to
being honest, being honest.
to pay attention. You took the time to pay attention.
Facts.
So that support, you know what I
Yeah, oh
mean.
yeah, that's for sure show support. Even if you don't like the outcome, what the fuck they gonna say? That's
Yeah,
support.
if you don't like their service, you don't like
Yeah,
what they got going on and stuff like that. But you know them personally. I still feel like that's a good question. What if like whatever they got going on, say for me, you don't really like their music, or you don't really think they can do good hair, or you don't really like their clothes, or what? That's what I can think of off the top of my head.
Oh, I know.
I still feel like
I know what you
as a
mean.
I,
Is that still like? Is that like not supporting?
I still feel like as a friend and stuff, you should still support them in the most easiest way you can. So say for instance, they put, hey, I do this, they put it on social media. I do this and do that. Even though you might not like it or fuck with it, you should still like the post or share the post just because you know them and you're cool with them and you
Facts.
want to see them succeed because somebody else on your timeline might see it and might like it or might need that service. So
Facts.
even if you're not really fucking with it like that and it's not your like your stilo, it's not what you like into and stuff like that, still share that shit, you know what I
And
mean?
then one thing,
Like,
one thing that you can do too with that,
yeah.
because like I can answer that question easily. Because like we all don't like make good ass songs all the time. You might have your days where
And I'm sorry, y'all. We talk about as far as support with music, cause we're
yeah.
artists. So it's like as far as like when we're thinking about support, we try to be on the bigger picture and different aspects of it. But we keep coming back to the music because that's what
That's
personal
what
to
we
that's
do.
what's personal to us. But go ahead.
Yeah, but the thing with that, cause like we go through it every day. I can answer that question very well. It's just like what I'm saying, like support on that aspect. Like if you like not good at like something that you're like very passionate about, or you just like have a like month or even a year where you like continuously fuck up on your craft, the support from that will be like your motherfucking niggas or your motherfucking whoever the fuck you fucking with, like coaching you on like, nah, don't do it like this. Like coaching is supporting, like coaching you, like, nah, bro, you come harder, come harder. Like coaching, and they still sharing your shit, but like behind closed door, they're like coaching you, telling you what you need to do, what you need to put to like make your shit sound crisp or make your shit look crisp and shit. So like that's a form
Yeah.
of support, coaching.
All right. So we about to go ahead and like end it. I appreciate everybody that hopped in the live, or commented or had something to say. Definitely, hey, to support if you want to support Stan the Man and what and his brand Dream of Vision Entertainment. You can definitely go to YouTube and find our channel Dream of Vision Entertainment. Also, I will be posting on my story and my timeline, so y'all pay attention to that. Also, you can find me on Instagram as well on Stan_the motherfucking man. And what you got? What you need support with?
Hey man, shit is coasting. I got new shit coming, but you know what I'm saying? Like that ain't gonna be until next year. Um, far as in that, man, like everybody enjoy their night and shit. Have a good ass night and everything.
All
And
right,
don't get
peace.
corona.